What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you are having a great day so far. Um, Getting into this episode of YNR, this situation with Newman Enterprises is getting crazy. So, Victor and Abby think JT has something to do with this sabotage, with this person sending Victoria all this information on Newman Enterprises or the files. They think it's coming from JT. Victoria doesn't think so. That's until Mackenzie shows up. Mackenzie showed up and she basically let it be known that JT apparently was spotted in Iowa. Well, his credit cards or whatever, his credit card is being used in Iowa. So they think she thinks JT's alive because she doesn't know what Vicky and them did. Um, but of course, Sharon and Phyllis, they feel that that JT is dead because they checked his pulse. I'm like, JT's not dead. I don't think he's dead because yeah, they checked his pulse and he didn't have a pulse, but that doesn't mean he's dead. Like just because he has a pulse, it might have been the pulse might have been so weak that they didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because he did get hit in the back of the head with a fireplace poker. So his pulse might have been weak from that. Because you know when you got a weak pulse, you can't really feel it like that if it's that weak. But that doesn't mean he's dead. I don't think he's dead. I don't think he is. I mean, who else could be doing all of this? Who else, possibly? I mean, at first I thought, okay, maybe somebody could have stole his credit card, but somebody sent classified Newman information to Victoria. Only other person that knows classified information is the Newmans themselves and JT because JT was head of security. I know some people think Nick might be behind this. I don't believe it. I don't think Nick is behind it because Nick, whoever sent those boxes, has JT's credit card. Obviously, Nick doesn't have JT's credit card. That's clear. Furthermore, why would Nick send that information to Victoria? If he has beef with Victor, which he obviously does, he would have sent that to Victor. Nick would never do anything to hurt Victoria. Him and Victoria are pretty close as siblings. Yeah, they have their issues here and there, but whenever Victoria and Nick had issues, it always pertained to Newman Enterprises, never with personal issues. So I don't believe it's Nick. And besides, I don't think Nick is that devious anyway. I mean, I don't really think so. Um, but this whole thing is turning into a hot ass mess. I really believe JT is alive, honestly, because who else could be doing this? Um, Nikki was getting on my nerves as usual. She acts like a little high school, horny little teenage girl or something. Like, girl, you are 60 years old. Like, you're over 60 with grandchildren. You have a husband. Why is she so jealous of Abby and Arturo? Like, her and Arturo was supposed to be like a fling, a hookup. That's it. It's obvious that she caught real feelings for this dude, clearly. But it's like, again, you're old as dirt. I'm just saying, Nikki is old. And she needs to go sit herself down. I mean, I'm not saying she ugly or anything. Of course not. Nikki looks damn good for her age. But it's like you're too old to be playing these high school games. And that's exactly what she's doing. Like you're basically competing with your stepdaughter for some young boy who's old enough to be your grandson. Like this boy is literally around Noah's age, which is her grandson. Like that's nasty. I have nothing against older people hooking up with younger people. I have nothing against that, but you're a married damn woman and you chose to go back to your husband and you chose to break things off with Arturo. So why are you so jealous? Like sit down. That boy ain't thinking about you. Um Speaking of Arturo, I really don't fully trust him because I feel like every new character that comes on these shows, they have some sort of baggage. And I feel like he has baggage that we haven't found out about yet. So I'm definitely thinking he does. Um, I like how Abby is nowadays. The character of Abby has come a long way since her Naked Eris days. Like she was a hot mess when she was younger, but Abigail, she's definitely stepped up her game. Abby has impressed me, like, cause she's become more mature, you know. And I'm definitely liking the way she is now. As far as this whole Nick and Sharon situation, I'm happy for them getting back together. I hope it's the last time that they get married to each other because they haven't been married to each other since 2007 when they divorced. But they have been engaged several times and they've had several failed engagements. But I also feel like Nick is not, I feel like Nick does love Sharon, but I feel like part of him proposing to her, a big part of him, has to do with getting custody of Christian again. That's what I feel like this is about. And that's what I hate is that it's not totally genuine. I feel like it partly, of course, is genuine partly, but not majority. I feel like he has an ulterior motive with it. That's how I feel. I'm just saying. Like, if Sharon and Nick get married again, I'm all for it. I'm happy for him. And I am happy that Nick is standing up to Victor. I really am. I'm happy that he's standing up to Victor. I hate how their relationship is, that they don't have a close father and son relationship. I feel like Victor is being petty. Victor knows deep down Christian belongs with Nick. It's what Adam wanted. Even though Adam, you know, Adam wanted Nick to raise his sons. That's what he wanted. He even wanted him to raise Connor. That's what Adam wanted. He didn't want Victor raising his children. That's not what he wanted because he knows how Victor is. So I feel like the right thing to do would be to give Christian back to Nick. But we all know Victor ain't gonna do that. Victor is so smug. He's one of my favorite characters, but it's like, damn, like Victor is so smug. Like for him to treat family that way, and he says he values family, he loves family, but his actions say otherwise. Like seriously, he needs to let them live their own lives. Like whatever mistakes he feels that they're making as adults is their mistake to make, whether he likes it or not. So he needs to move on from this. But I definitely see the battle between Nick and Victor getting ugly. It's already getting ugly, and I feel like it's about to get a whole lot messier. And it's a shame that when Nick and Sharon announced their engagement, nobody was happy for them. The only person that's happy for them is Mariah. Everybody else in the family is not happy. Phyllis isn't happy. Nikki, of course, isn't happy. Victor isn't happy. Victoria, none of them are thrilled about him remarrying Sharon. But I think that they should just say to hell with those people and just go ahead and do it anyway. You know what I mean? At least Mariah shows support. Um, I just hope that nothing goes wrong because I feel like with this JT mess, I just feel like Sharon and Nick are not gonna make it down the aisle because once the truth comes out about JT, I feel like Nick is definitely gonna leave her at the altar. Like Nick is not probably gonna want to marry her. Um, as far as Summer is concerned, I really wish that they would have left Summer where whatever rock she was hiding under these last 2 years. In my opinion, there was no need for Summer to come back. She's annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but she's aggravating as hell. I agree with everybody. She is turning into a mini Phyllis, and that's not a good thing. Because if anybody knows anything about Phyllis's character, then you know Phyllis was a hot ass mess. So you can imagine how Summer is gonna be. But the problem with Summer is she is different from Phyllis though, in the sense that she's whiny. Phyllis was not whiny. Phyllis was just manipulative and vindictive. Summer is whiny, like, and that shit is not an attractive trait. I'm just saying, it's really not. Um, Billy is a fool. Billy sat there and gambled. I'm surprised Summer didn't know Billy had a gambling addiction. Like, I'm surprised. Um, she was basically telling him, oh, he should do what makes him happy or whatever. Gambling is not a smart move, especially with all the hell that gambling has cost his family over the years. You know how many times Jill had to pay off his gambling debts? A few years ago when Victoria got kidnapped because he owed somebody money. Recently, he got beat up because he owed somebody money. Like, that's what gambling does. Um, Billy needs to do something. I feel like him and Phyllis need to move out of Summer's apartment because Summer is definitely making a play for Billy, and Billy knows it. And it's gonna lead to some drama because if he crosses that line with Summer, all hell gonna break loose when Phyllis find out. Summer's sitting there talking about her mother got boring or whatever. If you mess with your mother's boyfriend, you're gonna find out how crazy your mother really is. You're sitting here calling her boring, but I'm like, trust, you haven't seen the real Phyllis. Because if Summer crosses that line, Phyllis is gonna go crazy on her. I'm telling you now, you're gonna see a whole nother side to Phyllis that you've never seen before. I'm just saying, because that's how it is with Phyllis. You do not want to cross Big Red. I'm just saying. That wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be smart at all. So anyway, this was a pretty good episode. I really don't know what they're doing with this whole JT situation, but Victoria has reason to be nervous. I'm just saying. Um, the truth may come out sooner than later. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see y'all all later. Have a wonderful day, blessed day. See y'all later. Peace.